The entire Dragon Kingdom was no longer peaceful because of the ban. After the meeting, Luo Yang received a call from Ouyang Ming. The news cheered him up. "Oh Yang, is everything you said true?" "Of course it's true. Hurry up and make preparations and send a technical team to support. The superiors have given orders to death. We must use this opportunity to drive the three giants out of the dragon in one fell swoop." The good news brought by Ouyang Ming made Luo Yang feel more confident. The national team is finally taking action. After calling Han Feng, Luo Yang directly explained the news that Ouyang Ming had brought, and Han Feng's eyes widened. At this moment, in addition to Baichen technology being in crisis, several major banks in Long Country are also in trouble. "Leader, should we sign this agreement or not?" In the office, a vice president of Cosmos Bank was worried. "Signing is definitely not allowed. The superiors have long required all units to implement DIOE. Now that a substitute like Baichen technology has finally appeared, how can we sign an agreement? But if we don't sign, IDM and the engineers from the Beast Bone inscriptions will withdraw. They are deliberately threatening us." It turns out that since the Mio Alliance was officially formed, IDM has required its customers to sign the latest exclusive agreement. The main content of the agreement is that users who have used IDM Zero Force products can no longer use Baichen Technologies products. For those who do not sign the agreement, IDM directly refuses to send engineers to participate in the subsequent maintenance of the product. This is why the vice president is going crazy. As one of the four largest banks in the Dragon Kingdom, Universe Bank's core business is conducted on mainframes, rather than using server clusters. A mainframe computer, including software, plus a separate computer room, the whole set starts at 100 million, and if there is any problem, the mainframe manufacturer will be asked to send someone to repair it. The maintenance engineers sent will charge 20,000 yuan per person per day. At present, the mainframes of the four major banks all use the products of IDM and Beast Bone, mainly because they have no choice. Domestic servers and mini computers cannot meet the stability needs of the four major industries, although the current x86 server cluster can theoretically replace mainframes. But the problem is that after the bank data is migrated from the mainframe to the server cluster, no one dares to take the responsibility once a downtime causes data loss or confusion. Moreover, the biggest difficulty in migration is software problems. Whether it is an operating system or a database, a complete set of technical solutions is required. China is still insufficient in this regard and can only rely on IDM and Animal Bone script. The DIOization has been going on for several years. Alternative products have appeared on servers and mini computers. Some non-core businesses have also been transferred to x86 server clusters. Even occasional downtime is not a big problem, but no one dares to take advantage of the core data on the mainframe. Now IDM and Beast Bone script force them to sign an exclusive agreement just because they have noticed this. These giant companies are really good at what they do. The Baichen database has just been released for a few days, and it has received such a crazy blow. The vice president's face was filled with sorrow. Baichen database has been tested in the industry for nearly half a month, and its performance is perfect. The data migration of servers and mini computers is also very stable, and there has been no crash problem so far. Judging from the current performance, Baichen database is performing very well. Moreover, the Baichen database is used in conjunction with the Baichen server system. In terms of software, the technical team of Baichen Technology provides all-round support. But even so, no one dares to try to transfer mainframe data to a server cluster equipped with Baichen database and server system, because no one dares to take such a big responsibility. While the vice president continued to struggle, the secretary knocked on the door and came in. "Leader, the latest order from above. Give it to me quickly." The vice president got the document, and after reading it carefully, the cloud between his brows dissipated. "Great. The superiors are not allowed to sign the exclusivity agreement of the Mio Alliance. At the same time, they have also issued a fatal order. They are going to take this opportunity to speed up the progress of DIOE and directly transfer all the core data businesses of the four major banks to the installation. On the server cluster of Baichen database. Baichen Technology will send technical teams to the four major banks to provide support and ensure data security. This document is like a ray of light. The business of the four major banks is too large, and the establishment time is very long. The database stores huge data for decades. No one dares to directly migrate this data except for orders from above. Once you make a mistake, it's easy to just ignore it. This time, with the guarantee from above, a death order was issued directly. We must seize the time to complete the data migration, because Longhua has also been worried that the United States will use IDM's mainframe to destroy or deliberately destroy the bank's core business. At noon that day, the technical team from Bachin Technology had arrived. This team consists of 30 people. The team was led by a senior engineer named Qin, who had previously served as a professor at Hangzhou University, and was recruited by Zhou Hao to Bachin Technology not long ago. During this period of time, Bachin Technology has been constantly poaching people, among which the most talented people are from the computer science department. Hello, just call me Lao Qin. I am the leader of this team. Hello? We have received orders from our superiors, and the technical team is already in the computer room. I will take you there. The team led by Professor Qin quickly got into work. Long before this, Universe Bank purchased enough x86 cluster servers and installed Bachin database and Bachin server system for testing. At present, except for the core business, other data has been transferred to them. In the huge computer room, rows of servers are neatly arranged, constantly flashing with various lights. After sufficient testing, Professor Qin began to lead people to check the backup data and prepare to start the migration work. Looking at the nervous vice president, Professor Qin comforted him. Don't worry, Bachin Technology has simulated the situation of transferring mainframe data, and you have also done data backup. As long as the data is transferred to the server, you don't have to worry about it. Question: what should I do if there is a problem with the server? Hardware problems are solved by the server manufacturer, and Bachin Technology is responsible for software problems. There is no need to worry about data security. Bachin Technology's information security business is very powerful. As for data loss, there is no need to worry. Bachin server system and Bachin database provide it. Time backtracking function allows you to easily recover lost data. The above has already tested various data in Bachin's system and database, otherwise this transfer will not be approved. Not only Cosmos Bank, Bachin Technology's technical team also went to the 4 major banks. Among the current banks, only the 4 major banks have the most business, so the core business is placed on the mainframe. Other small and medium-sized banks have already transferred their core data to server clusters a long time ago. On the one hand, it is more cost-effective compared to mainframes, and on the other hand, it is also the requirement to DIOE. After receiving the order, the small bank in the picture has started a comprehensive replacement of Qin database and Bachin server system. The next afternoon, Professor Qin, who had been busy for 24 hours, finally breathed a sigh of relief. The huge data stored in the mainframe of Universe Bank has been completely transferred to the server cluster in front of him. Since then, Universe Bank's DIOE operation has completed the most critical step. The database used in core business has officially become the domestic Bachin database. The sword of Damocles hanging upside down in the financial industry has been completely lifted, and the danger of data security being controlled by overseas giants no longer exists. The vice president next to him had his hands trembling with excitement at this moment. How many years? How many years? We finally used a domestic database. At this moment, he was already in tears. Professor Qin next to him was also in a complicated mood at the moment. If it weren't for Bachin Technology's strong invitation, he would not have brought his research team to join. This is a big surprise prepared by Zhou Hao for Luo Yang. Or Professor Qin had been researching a certain topic while he was in school, and later applied for project funds. Later, Zhou Hao recruited the entire project team. There are more than 30 members in this group, the lowest academic level of which is a master's degree, and all of them are top students in the computer science department of Hangzhou University. After re-establishing the computer department of the University of Science and Technology, Bachin Technology once again extended its claws to one of the leading computer departments in the country, the computer department of Hangzhou University of Science and Technology. After the last job fair, Bachin Technology started a new round of recruitment. In addition to Professor Qin, many well-known schools and companies in the industry have been poached by Zhou Hao. Now Zhou Hao has become one of the biggest rivals of headhunting companies, being able to sneak into the position of head of the Human Resources Department of IDM. Zhou Hao's abilities are much more than that. After the data migration was completed, Professor Qin did not leave but continued to stay. When no problems occur for another 24 hours, everything will be basically fine. On the other side, the situation of the other 3 major banks is similar, and they have all completed the comprehensive transfer of core data without incident. The leaders of these 3 teams include an associate professor and 2 PhDs, both of whom were recruited by Zhou Hao. after completing the data migration, the four major banks immediately reported the latest situation to their superiors. The data in all aspects is very stable. The server system developed by Reborn Technology is more usable than the system developed by IDM. It has all the functions of IDM and has been optimized in many places. In terms of database, it is perfectly compatible with IDM's database. We are currently conducting follow-up observations. If no problems occur within 24 hours, we can basically confirm that everything is safe and sound. The technical support operation this time was completely confidential. The arrogant IDM did not realize that the exclusive agreement they launched had actually accelerated IDM's decline in the domestic market. From today 137, DM mainframe has officially withdrawn from the stage of the financial industry. Instead, it is an x86 server cluster, taking into account the reasons for the ban. Several major banks have reserved redundant servers in advance as a backup force. They will replace domestic chips after other domestic servers reach the corresponding level. In addition to the four major banks, other state-owned enterprises that have purchased mainframes are also very concerned about this. The three major telecom giants also have a large part of their core business data stored on mainframes. However, the difference between the mainframes purchased by Beast Bones and the hidden mainframes purchased by banks is different. The three giants have also received death orders from the upper echelons of Dragon Kingdom, and are currently paying attention to the follow-up development of the four major banks. When there are no problems for 24 hours, the three giants will start the data migration work as soon as possible. Similarly, the server cluster used to replace the mainframe has been prepared a long time ago, but it has not been fully used due to various concerns. This comprehensive database migration is being kept confidential. A week later, Luo Yang will join forces with the national team to give the United States and the MIL League a big surprise. I'm looking forward to the expressions of the three giants. Under the premise of confidentiality, this series of things were carried out secretly. On the surface, in the face of the US ban, Reborn Technology behaved extremely low-key. After the ban was announced, Luo Yang only appeared once, announcing that he would hold a press conference a week later. After that, he would respond to the ban, and he no longer appeared in public. The media who came to interview looked at each other in confusion at this moment. The last time Microsoft took action, Mr. Luo was very domineering and announced directly that he would ban Microsoft. His response was very strong. How can he be so low-key this time? Are you preparing some big move? After all, the opponent this time is the United States, which is not on the same level as Microsoft's opponent. Reborn Technology will definitely not take action without adequate preparations. Then let's wait and see. While Luo Yang and the technical team of Reborn Technology started poaching the customers of the three giants in full swing, the news about the ban from the outside world continued to ferment. A week flies by in a blink of an eye. After the ban was issued, Maple Leaf Country was the first to announce its response to the US ban and began to block Reborn Technology in its own country. Then, like dominoes falling, within a week, more than a dozen well-known countries had joined the camp to ban Reborn Technology. Maple Leaf Country, Kangaroo Country, Asen Country, Neon Country, Stick Country, Ing Country, a series of names shocked everyone. This is to unite and kill Reborn Technology. These countries that responded to the call of the United States are already taking action. All websites under Reborn Technology have been blocked. Many overseas users of Reborn system have all expressed strong dissatisfaction at this moment. After all, the product was good, and was suddenly blocked, and no one would be happy to replace it. During this period, there were no accidents in the server clusters of the four major banks, nor was there any data loss. After completing their tasks, the four technical teams once again went to the headquarters of the three major telecom giants to prepare for the migration of mainframe data. Luo Yang himself has signed a series of secret agreements with Dragon Kingdom officials and major state-owned enterprises. The time has come to November 10th, the last day before Double 11 this year. Double 11 Shopping Festival begins again. At this moment, the streets and alleys are full of pre-publicity for Double 11. The e-commerce carnival is about to begin. Before that, Luo Yang also presented a super gift package to the United States and the three giants. The press conference is about to be held. Major news media, including some overseas media, were waiting outside the door of Reborn Technology. At 10 a.m., the press conference started as scheduled. The location of the press conference was still in the lobby on the first floor of Reborn building. Luo Yang, who had disappeared in front of everyone for a week, now appeared in everyone's eyes wearing a black suit. Those who experienced good things afterwards concluded, whenever Luo Yang wears a suit, it means something big has happened. Welcome everyone to the press conference. A week ago, the US government issued a physical ban on Beichin technology on the grounds of information security threat and prohibited Beichin technology from conducting any business in the United States. We are very sorry for this, because the one who has suffered the biggest loss is not us, but the United States. There was no regret on Luo Yang's face, as if the ban was not a big deal to him. Beichin Technology, as a high-tech company, doesn't even bother to engage in eavesdropping. What we want to do is provide users with better products and services. Next, let me announce the first thing to everyone. After a long test, Beichin Technology has officially passed the official test. From today on, Beichin Technology will become one of the official software suppliers of Dragon Kingdom. Beichin Computer System and Beichin Office Software will become the designated software products for all official departments of Longhua. After a comprehensive comparison of multiple domestic systems, Beichin Computer System came out on top with an overwhelming advantage. It has won the official recognition of Dragon Kingdom. Longhua's major departments, institutions, state-owned enterprises, public institutions, etc. will undergo large-scale replacement across the country. It is expected that all operating systems and office software replacements will be completed within 3 months. The surrounding media were in an uproar. Beichin Technology actually won an official order. What the F***K? Let's focus on the key points. The key point is to change the system nationwide. This means that from now on, the domestic operating system will be dominated by Beichin Technology. This is the entire Dragon Kingdom's endorsement of Beichin Technology. This is the first thing. What is the second thing? Second thing. Luo Yang smiled. This was his huge surprise for the three giants. After this period of testing, Beichin Database and Beichin Server System have successfully passed the rigorous tests of major state-owned enterprises. Just a few days ago, Beichin Database has successfully replaced the core data databases in the three major industries of finance, telecommunications, and electric power. With the help of Beichin Technology, the four major banks and the three major telecommunications giants have successfully completed the transfer of mainframe core data, all of which have been transferred to the server cluster where the Beichin Server System and Beichin Database are installed. From today on, all software and hardware products under IDM and Beast Bone script will be eliminated from state-owned enterprises. It will be replaced by a domestic server. After the scene was quiet for a moment, it exploded. Mr. Luo's move is so ruthless, he directly stole the hometown of IDM and Beast Bone inscriptions. The three giants are still forcing users to sign exclusive agreements, and now they have directly lost the Dragon Kingdom market. It turns out that Mr. Luo has been doing this week, so I said it's not Mr. Luo's style to admit defeat. The major domestic media were delighted. The audience in the live broadcast room was also in a panic at this moment, and Luoshan has made another big move and actually directly replaced the mainframe with a server cluster. Replacing the mainframe is theoretically feasible, but no one has dared to do it for so many years because no one can ensure that there will be no problems during data migration. But now, Beichin Technology has done it. Mr. Luo N.B. Broken voice, with the loss of long-term important customers such as state-owned enterprises, is it equivalent to IDM and Beast Bone script withdrawing from the Dragon Kingdom market? Almost, anyway, the two giants will suffer big losses. It is estimated that the losses caused by this wave will cause at least $4 billion in direct losses to the two major companies. The stock prices of the two giants have now begun to collapse. In the United States, many investors also learned the latest news through overseas media at the press conference. WTF. It's my stock. Damn Animal Bone script, and IDM, you made me lose a lot of US dollars. The stock market is extremely sensitive. After Luo Yang announced that he had acquired IDM and Beast Bone script as the largest customer of Dragon Kingdom, the stock prices of the two major companies began to fall. The stock price of Animal Bone Script Company was $60 at the opening of trading today, with a market value of $173 billion. IDM company, with an opening price of $119, has an overall market value of $106 billion, and now, in just a few minutes, the market value of Beast Bone Script has plummeted to $165 billion. IDM has also directly fallen below the $100 billion mark, falling to $960. Add the two together, and $19 billion evaporated in just a few minutes. This is the surprise gift package Luo Yang gave to the two giants, F***KF***K. IDM director Bob, who was watching the live broadcast, had already smashed the cup on the table. Once IDM loses many state-owned enterprise customers in Longwa, it is equivalent to losing the entire Longwa market. Because those who have the ability to purchase mainframes are only a few giant state-owned enterprises such as banks. Ordinary companies mostly purchase servers or domestic mini-computers, which means that IDM's stock price will continue to plummet. Bob pulled his hair in despair. He could already imagine that the board of directors was very dissatisfied with him and might even lose his position as director. God, please tell me this isn't true. The executives of Beast Bone Company, which previously joined forces with Microsoft and IDM to form the MEO Alliance, have now been scolded by the board of directors of Beast Bone Company. You idiot! Do you know what it means to lose a state-owned enterprise in Dragon Kingdom? This means that we will lose the entire Dragon Kingdom market. Because of your decision, we have lost at least $2 billion. This is only the direct loss of losing the Dragon Kingdom market. On the New York Stock Exchange, the stock price has evaporated by $8.70 billion, WTF. Microsoft Corporation, the smile on Jesai's lips has completely disappeared. Why is this damn Bachin technology always able to complete impossible tasks? Aren't they worried about data loss when migrating mainframe data to server clusters? The Dragon Kingdom is a bunch of lunatics. Angry voices filled the spacious office. The MEO Alliance, which was proud and majestic not long ago, is now in disgrace, and was directly angered by Lin Yang's super gift package. As for the poor Microsoft executive John, his vision went dark again at this moment and he fainted. 020 MD, I should never provoke this guy in my life. He is what the people of the Dragon Kingdom called a broomstar. Sir! Call the doctor quickly. After Luo Yang announced the second thing, the whole world was in a state of uproar. On the other side, each giant in the three major industries sent a senior executive to cheer for Luo Yang at the press conference. At this moment, the Dragon Kingdom has swept away its previous decadence. From today on, Bachin Database and Bachin Server System will also become one of the designated software for state-owned enterprises and official institutions. Egrid Cloud will also provide independent cloud services for state-owned enterprise customers, improving confidentiality and security, and making its functions more powerful. 0-inch at present, Bachin Technology has signed a purchase agreement with Longwei officials, and the specific content is confidential. Then comes the third thing. The smile on Luo Yang's face disappeared and was replaced by a cold expression, exuding a strong murderous aura. Not long ago, Bachin Technology officially reached an acquisition agreement with Xincheng iVoice Company. Bachin Technology will fully acquire the assets and related patents of Xincheng iVoice Company at a premium of 3.5 billion yuan. After the acquisition is completed, the voice company will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Bachin Technology, and the original management team and technical team will be retained. The fanatical atmosphere in the audience suddenly fell silent at this moment. Everyone, you look at me, and I look at you. Who is the voice company? Does it sound familiar? Voice, damn, is this the company that is in litigation with the fruit company? I also remembered it, that's it. I remember that the valuation of this company seems to be between 1.5 and 2 billion. Why did Bachin Technology pay a premium of 3.5 billion to acquire it? Everyone was talking about it, and suddenly a reporter's eyes widened and he thought of some ridiculous idea. Oh my God! Could Bachin Technology have come up with this idea? This move is so coquettish that it's hard to guard against. You mean, another media reporter seemed to have thought of something and his glasses widened. Suddenly I feel my scalp is numb. Mr. Luo is also tuing. This move is to knock the mountain and shake the tiger, use the strength to fight. I have goosebumps.